Ah! Hey there, Editor Espoir here. Originally, I wanted to have my friend who voiced Tate Frost for me to come back and do Bob's voice for this video. You had no desire to gamble for your life.
Well, that's too damn bad. You see, I'm not really giving you a choice here, Espoir. So you can hate it all you want. This ain't about what you want.
But this video was way longer than I thought it would be, and there was a lot of dialogue for Bob, and just me and my friend, it would have been way too much for the both of us. However, I did get him to voice a few lines, so you can listen to them in this video. Enjoy! You swung your body around and stared at the figure in front of you. Oh, hi!
Did you know that if you eat a human brain, you get a disease similar to mad cow?
Yes? Ah! Oh no, a cutie pie! Immediately, you notice the style of the restaurant. It has a retro vibe to it, something you don't see often nowadays. There was a man standing behind the counter across from you. He had a wide smile on his face, a notepad ready in hand.
Hey there. Welcome to Boys and Grills. What can I get you started with today?
Hi. Can I get a burger? Burger! The man nods at you and scribbles on his notepad. You notice that his smile slightly falters, just a bit. Do you not have burger?
Anything else? Alrighty then.
The employee went into the kitchen, leaving you alone. You take a seat at one of the stools on the counter and wait for the man to come back with your food.
Here you go, one burger.
Burger. As you are eating, the man starts to converse with you.
So I haven't seen you around these parts. You new around here?
After dabbing your mouth with a napkin, you nodded him. Yeah, I just moved into my house today. Well, technically it's my grandma's. I'm just looking after it while she's gone.
Ah, I see. Well, let me introduce myself. My name's Bob. What's yours?
My name is Espoir. It's nice to meet you, Bob. It means hope in French, as in I hope that you don't eat me.
Nice to meet you too, Espoir.
You decide to continue on conversing with him. Might as well get to know at least one person in this town. For a second, you think about what else you wanted to ask to get to know Bob more. How's your job, Bob? How's your job? So, how long have you been working here? Bob smiles at you, seemingly happy that he was having a conversation with someone. Aww.
I've been working here for as long as I can remember. It's a family business that's been passed down on to me.
Oh, wow. You must really like working here then, huh? Bob chuckled and nodded as a large grin appears on his face.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well, enough about me. What about you? Got any plans to do anything in town?
You shake your head, deciding to be honest with him. Not really, no. I just don't have any clue on what to do in town, and I kind of also don't have any friends. Pausing for a second, you give Bob a hopeful look. Maybe we could be friends? Aw, if I didn't know he was a murderer, I'd think he's precious. Well, I think he's precious anyway. Bob smiles at you, while his eyes didn't leave you, almost like he was studying you. Eventually, he answers.
That sounds great, darling.
You couldn't help yourself and smiled with delight. It already felt like you were a part of this new town. Pulling out your phone from your pocket, you got on your contacts app and then held it up in front of Bob. Would you like to exchange numbers?
It'll be my pleasure.
Bob pulls out his own, and the two of you switch devices.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to kick you out of my restaurant now. It's just about closing time.
Aww. Glancing over at the clock, you let out a gasp in surprise. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll get out of your hair and let you do your thing. You quickly gobble down your food as you stuck your hand in your pocket, pulling out some money. Here you go. It was nice talking to you, Bob. Oh, and by the way, keep the change. Hopping off the stool, you made your way towards the exit of the establishment. As you were about to pull open the door, Bob calls out to you.
Remember to be safe. You never know who's roaming around town.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. After you give him a wave goodbye, you finally left. However, your daydreaming was cut short when you heard the sound of the store's bell chiming.
Here comes the boy.
Oh, he's so cute. Bob seems to hesitate just for a moment, but he continues walking in and makes his way up to the counter.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Yeah, it's my first day on the job. Do you need any help finding anything? Bob hums as he taps his chin with his index finger, taking his time to think. What did you come in here for, Bobby? His gaze glosses over the candy that was in the counter display case below him, and then his eyes land on you, seemingly studying you closely. His index finger taps against the counter. Bob shrugs his shoulders lazily.
How about you surprise me?
Oh, feeling a bit adventurous, are we? Let me tell you about Nerds Gummy Clusters. Not sponsored, but I'd love to be, because I need money to buy some Nerds Gummy Clusters. He gives you a large, toothy grin, showcasing all of his teeth to you.
No, just curious.
Sure, not a problem. Now let's see what we've got here. Gummy eyeballs. Gummy hearts. Ooh. Gummy hearts. Ah, what about these? Now, are these biblically accurate hearts? Or are these like little, I kind of have a crush on you, Bob, kind of hearts? You point at the small heart-shaped gummies. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, Bob? Bob stares at them, and then his eyes flick back up to you. The look on his face made you feel uneasy. It was hard to read what he was thinking. You can feel yourself getting a bit uncomfortable and hot as sweat starts to bead across your forehead. I mean, it's because I love you. No, I only just met you. I don't want to flirt aggressively yet, because he's a butcher. Because you know, but you butcher the things, not because I have a huge crush on you or anything, ever since I first saw you and you gave me that delicious burger. It's because you're a butcher, and hearts are part of the, animal. Bob frowns at your comment and grunts.
It's not even anatomically correct. Never mind. Human heart like that's supposed to represent...
Whoops. You fidget underneath his gaze, not expecting such a professional opinion from him. Oh, okay, so it's not a biblically accurate heart. You were hoping to see Bob and chat with him for a bit, but it seems like you would have to do that another day. Ah!
Jump scare.
Jump scare. The sound of a bell made you stop in your tracks. Turning around, you saw Bob standing there in the now open doorway.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to stop by and see my favorite cook. Bob's lips curl up as the corner of his eyes wrinkle.
Oh, is that so? Well, why don't you come inside?
Okay.
I'm sure we can find something entertaining to do.
Wait a minute! Oh, okay. You mean just like chilling out, right? Actually, this is kind of romantic. Just me and you in your shop after hours, just hanging out. He steps off to the side, inviting you in. Giving him an appreciative nod, you take a step inside. You made your way up to the bar counter, grabbing a seat at one of the red-colored stools.
I'm in the middle of closing up shop. I got the grill clean, so I can't serve you food right now.
Aw. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be in the way, then. I should leave you to...
No!
Okay. Bob stumbles over his words, but he is able to recollect himself.
I mean, it's fine and dandy. It don't bother me none.
Bob. Bob crouches behind the counter and pulls out a pair of black nitrile gloves. He snaps them on his hands while his eyes never leave you, and begins to breathe a little harder. A little louder. Bob. Maybe a little too excessively loud.
If you like, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Okay. Really? Well, thank you. You're the best. There's no alarms going off right now, Espoir, in the game?
Oh, it's not a problem. Not one bit.
Hey, buddy! Wait! Oh, no! His hat! Bob comes from around the counter, making his way towards you. He has his arms outstretched as he stares at you. Bob's eyes flick up and down, seemingly sizing you up as he steps forward.
Not a problem at all.
Well, I'm glad it's not an issue. I wanted to talk and... Espoir? You don't feel any sense of unease in this situation right now? You drone on and on about your eventful day at work. Bob didn't really say much as he walks closer to you, but it seems like he was listening. What a great guy. You sense that maybe, perhaps, you were talking a bit too much. It felt rude not to ask Bob about his day. Enough about my day. What about yours? How was your day, Bob? Before he could answer you, the door to the diner bell opens, sounding the bell. Phew! For a second there, I thought I was gonna get got. Uh-oh. Are you sure you left it in here? We need to get back to work. Yes, I remember. You heard Bob utter a curse under his breath and walks back behind the counter again. You notice that he seems a bit perturbed. Possibly because he wasn't expecting more customers to come in.
Is there anything I can help you two officers with?
John shook his head as he held the half-smoked cigarette between his fingers. We're just here to look for his wallet. In the meantime, Jack was digging his hand in the cushion of one of the booths. Aw, Bob, aw. While the two cops began yapping at each other, you took a peek at your phone screen and saw what time it was. It was really late. As much as you enjoy your time with Bob, you need to get going. You could feel the grogginess growing heavier in your eyes. I should head home. It's getting late.
I don't mind. You should stay longer. Besides, you just got here.
You give him a tired chuckle. As much as you'd like to, it felt like you could fall asleep at any moment. I appreciate the offer, but I really do have to get going. Hopping off the stool, you walked to the front entrance and opened the door. Before you left, you turned to Bob and waved at him. Have a good night, Bob. Thanks again. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
You press call on his contact as you walk outside, your phone chiming in wait. And you wait for him to pick up. Just seconds before you thought the call would go to voicemail, a familiar, gruff voice picks up.
Hello?
Hey, Bob. I was wondering if you'd want to go to the mall with me today. Bob grunts.
Busy.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but
That's fine. That's fine. You're a little taken aback by his sudden answer. Oh, I understand. Maybe some other time then. You offer, slightly dejected, but holding out hope. Bob sighs deeply over the receiver.
Maybe.
You break out into a wide smile, trying to contain yourself. Well, I'll look forward to it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I see. I see he really is working.
Anyways, I got some stuff I gotta do, so I can't hang around on the phone with you.
Oh, of course. Talk to you later. The line goes dead as Bob hangs up. Well, even if Bob couldn't join you today, he agreed to hang out some other time, so you counted that as a total win. You're very optimistic and naive, espoir in the game. Setting your phone back into your pocket, you pout. Alone at the mall? Well, you suppose it would be fine. I mean, you could go back in and ask Kevin then. That little twinge of disappointment is still there. You begin your walk to the mall, trying to keep your spirits up with the promise of the world's okayest mall food. The burgers on the menu bring your thoughts back to Bob, and with it, the slight disappointment of him rejecting your invitation earlier. You order your burger and sit down at a booth. Ready to chow down, you take in the atmosphere of the seating area. That is, until you spot Bob sitting down alone, not too far away from you. Monsieur? Oh, you're busy. Okay. He doesn't seem to notice you, though. Excited, you walk up to him. No, he didn't want to come. I will eat alone. I will eat my burger, and we'll just do that. Didn't want to come with me. Hey, Bob. Didn't think I'd see you here. Bob jumps up at the sound of your voice, almost choking on his burger. His hat! Normal guy. Can I sit down with you? He hesitates a bit, but nods with a mouthful of food, gesturing at the empty seat facing him. You sit, excited to be with him again. No, I would not. I would ignore him. I would totally ignore him. I am that petty. You dig into your burger. You both eat in silence for a while, the awkwardness in the air quite palpable. You finally decide to break the silence. So, what are you doing here? Bob almost chokes again. He takes a big, loud swig from his soda before answering.
I wanted to surprise you.
Espoir in the game is grinning like a moron. Meanwhile, I'm behind her fuming like, didn't want to come with me, huh? Alright, that's fine. Aw, that's so sweet of you. He doesn't answer. Instead, Bob stares at you, his face hardly changing. I hope I didn't ruin his surprise. You both finish your meal, your hunger for food and company now satisfied. Bob sighs, crumpling the burger's wrapper into his big hand.
It was one of the suckiest burgers I've ever had.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Bob scoffs, rolling his eyes.
Yeah, I make burgers all day, and I can tell you, it was that bad.
So, is there anything else to do around here? Bob narrows his eyes a bit. He seems to be thinking about it.
There's an old arcade here, I guess.
Oh, really? I want to check it out. That could be fun. Do you want to come with? Bob's gaze flits everywhere, and then back to you. He was dithering about his decision. Although, it seems like he found his answer.
Sure, why not? Get out.
Get out.
Get the fuck out. No, for real. Get the fuck out. No, but for real, get the fuck out. Why the fuck you still standing there? Get out of my fucking car! Lamb fries? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ooh.
Is that a thing?
Like a gyro thing?